Hey everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. This should be a relatively quick video on how you can make a email finder. Now, there are plenty of email finding tools out there, to be honest, but a lot of them are either not great or they cost a little bit or or they're quite expensive. For example, if you were to look at hunter.io, just for finding emails alone, they are charging, I think we'll get the price. There we are. They are charging 34 a month for a yearly credited amount. What is that? Okay, so $50 a month basically for 2,000 credits per month, which is not great, but it's all right. It's if it's getting you leads, and I'd understand why you pay that. They obviously have a significant database to pull from. I think they have 6 million emails they scraped over the damn years. You can get your email removed if you just email them, but you know how it is. If it's online, it's there. And anyway, so that's their email system. And anyway, I obviously was like, maybe I could just make one. Like, how does it work? And I was initially prompted because I was initially prompted by this because I came across this one when I was doing a little search for email verifiers and finders. And it does have the email validate tool, which is relatively good. And I'm guessing they've connected it to Reoon. It probably uses the same system that I've done. Yeah, and they've done a quick comparison agent thingy probably here. Okay, and then they start it at 30 a month, whatever. So it'll find you 5 emails a day, which is pretty much what I've done as well, because there is a limit there is like an amount you can do per day in terms of actually finding emails for like cost and so on. But it's still way cheaper than what they're doing. And yeah, you can do it via LinkedIn, name, AI discovery. But I just found that this one, if I'm really honest with you, was really bad. Like the emails it was finding, the emails that it was getting were not, even if I was giving it ones that I knew that I were on their websites from various clients and companies that I've worked with, it was just not getting the correct email. And it was verifying it, but it basically wasn't great. So I was like, do you know what? Maybe I can make a better one. And so this led me to my tool, which is essentially the same thing. But what I've done is I've created a 6-step process, which allows you to find emails. And like, you can check this now. You can go on here and you can put in it and it will find the email. You can put in whatever details you want and it will come back with an email if it finds it or not, which is always nice. Yeah, there you go. And you can copy that. And it's free to sign up to get 5 free emails, whatever. But let's stick to the thing. Like, how could you build this yourself? If you wanted to make this for your personal use or for your clients, how would you go about doing that? So let's go into the steps first. So 1, you're going to need Claude Code. If you haven't got Claude Code, this is what you need. You're going to need Claude Code because it's going to create it for you. It's going to have all the steps. You're then going to need to have GSD because it's going to help you do that. So get shit done MCP. Highly recommend. Probably one of the best MCPs out there. It's incredibly useful, if not indispensable by nowadays. And then you don't need Unipile for this. Unipile is like an add-on, which does enhance it because with Unipile, you can obviously scrape LinkedIn company data. So if you've already built my LinkedIn system, then this is like an addition to what it's utilizing, but you don't need to have it. And you could also get Claude Code to run the script in NAN as well via a webhook, also possible. So there's a few options for there and how you want to go about doing it. Hello, Pierre, helping me fix some things. A few possibles there. So anyway, let's just go into what the steps are first. So here we have actually got like a 6-step process. First, you've got the impedance short show check. So it's basically just going to check to see if it already exists within the database. You can opt to have it private, so you don't have to share your emails with my system if you don't want to, but if you do, it means everyone benefits. I'm scraping as many as I can per day. I think it's 3,000 I can scrape per day. slowly but surely I will have a database of emails that will maybe match Hunter's extensive database at one day. Anyway, you then got it's then doing a cache domain. So it's then seeing if there's a domain setting in there. It's then getting the inputs and it's understanding, okay, getting the Unipile profiles, website, contact info, seeing if it's there. If it is there, it will then verify that email because they may already have it available in their LinkedIn profile. It'll then do some pattern recognition. So if it's not there and we've only got company name, email, it's then which order is it going to be in? First name, last name, which company section is it going to be in? And it's going to basically throw it through a load of verifications to then check and then see if it's good on. And then it will loop them through Reoon. And Reoon is the tool I'm using to verify emails. And the reason for that is Reoon is very cost effective. Okay, so you can pay $9 a month and you'll get 500 credits per day. Or you can actually just do AppSumo. By the way, I'm not sponsored by these guys. It's a pretty damn good deal. You get a code, and AppSumo has some great things sometimes, and I think this is one of the good ones. And it allows you to verify. Where is the... it doesn't have it here. Anyway, basically you get a code and you can then choose how many credits, lifetime credits, and how many you want to do per day. You can see there the increments that it does for you. And you can just add a new code every time you want to increase the amount. So really straightforward. And you can so that keeps it cost effective. You buy it once, it's done. You don't have to ever worry about then verifying emails then in the future. Then what you're going to do is you're going to ask Claude Code to create an email finder tool for you. And you're going to ask it's going to have to do some scraping for the website. So there is a little bit of scraping that it does where it will go through, it will scrape the cache domain, fetches all of these pages, and it will then check to see if the email is publicly available. Because if it does that, that's it. That's the email found. And then it will go through all the other options outlisted. And it's up to you how or what you think is the best method for getting the emails and how many checks you want it to do. I've obviously only got it to loop 8 times because that's essentially using 8 verification credits. Okay. Obviously they renew every single day, so it's not really too much of an issue. If you're doing, let's say 100, I did a test and in general it's between 3 to 4. Most are using, sometimes it's immediate, but on average it's 4 or 5, which basically means for every 20 leads, you're using about 100 credits or 90 credits thereabouts. And so your 150 would basically use 500 credits there or thereabouts, depending on how good your system is and how you build it out and what you do. And I've done some other things to make it better, but that's down to your testing. So you're essentially going to, and you could even build this as well, to be frank with you. There are ways to, I asked Code, okay, is there a way to build this email verification tool? Because if you go to, let's go to Reoon and go to email verify, and let's go to its documentation of how it actually works. Yeah, they've already made it to understand if it's actually fully verified or everything. So they've done the validation of domains, spam traps to make sure that you're not going to send an email to just someone random. They've already built out quite a lot of systems, which would just take quite a while for you to build yourself accurately. So it's better off just using something that is already been, you get 20 a day. Yeah, so you get 20, you can validate, you can try it out for free. You get 100 credits from sign up, so you can test it out and build it from there. And what this will then allow you to do is essentially create a system where this is the dashboard. I've got a find email here. I can bulk upload them if I want to as well. And you've got the settings. So this is where you'd see your plans, for example. And I've got history, so you can see all the emails and you can then export them. It goes through various phases of being as you see down here, this list I put in was getting lots of verified, and then up here, not so many verified emails. And so then you can choose if you want to contact people who are risky or if you just want to contact people who are verified. It's up to you. It's not always going to find them. It's entirely, yeah. And then, yeah, you can export it as well. And obviously, you then got the list. Nice and simple. Essentially, that is how you can make the tool by just asking Claude to go through these steps and create a system which would automatically run this, and then create an app that would run it for you. And then you would do some testing. You connect it to Reoon, get the API for that, and it will then generate it for you. And what this means is, for what I'm looking at, ultimately, I'm giving for $9 a month, I can give 2,000 validations a day, which compared to any other system out there, like even this one, which does say that it's got a free one, but then eventually you got to pay 30 quid a month for, doesn't even say. And same for Hunter.io. Like Hunter is incredibly pricey at a monthly of 2,000 credits per month for 59, whatever. And yeah, I can massively outclass this. Same for the 1836. It's all within reason. It's all verifications included. You can do as many as you want. You can choose the limit that you want per day. If you want more than 300 per day, you can contact me and I can get that arranged, of course. So yeah, there's a few options available. And of course, you can combine it with the link handler system, which means you can then automatically email people as well. So here I've got a campaign set up just to find emails right now, and that's going to be finding emails from me every single day on the system itself. But I also did this in a campaign recently just to see what would happen. I've got this video campaign here where I've been sending videos to people, and I was like, do you know what, let's just send them an email as well. And what it's done is I've got it set to find the email. What I've got it done to do is it will find the email. It will then send the email. And actually, let's just pause it so you can see what it looks like. And then it'll send the email, but it also, if it can't send the email, just do a LinkedIn message fallback. So you can choose. So it's got a few different systems in that. So you can choose how that works. So that is the email finder tool combined with the LinkedIn everything system, or link angler, whatever you want to call it now. If you have any questions on it, if you'd like to learn more, if you're wondering, okay, how do I go about making this? I have a client that's interested, just feel free to reach out, ask me questions. I'm more than happy to share. It's fairly straightforward. If you want to use this to yourself, please do contact me. You can just sign up here and start testing it out. You can find 5 emails per day for free. And yeah, there's no hidden costs or whatever. As mentioned with my CRM system, everything is included. You get unlimited access to everything. And I will keep that for as long as humanly possible. Thank you. But yeah, have a wonderful day. Have a lovely week and look forward to hearing from you.